Hi, welcome to Soul TV. My name is Ian Taggy, and this is Yoga for Cyclists. Today we're going to be working a little bit of some more strength and alignment-based postures and flows that are geared more specifically towards the parts of your body and the specific mechanical movements that you need while you're cycling. So it's going to be a lot of knee and ankle alignments, working on your hips, a lot of core strength, because you need a lot of strength to help yourself be supported while you're down on your handlebars, so you're not just like wrenching into your wrists. Really keep yourself supported and also be able to breathe deeply and smoothly. So before we get moving, let's start by connecting with some breath. We're going to work some ujjayi, which translates to victorious breath. It's a strengthening and also stabilizing and heating breath. So if you haven't done it before, you create a small constriction in the back of your throat. It's very similar to fogging up a mirror, but you're breathing in and out through your nose. So we'll start, however, by pretending that you're fogging up a mirror. So you can just take your hands, take a big inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth, acting like you're fogging up the mirror. So you can feel that constriction in your throat and kind of the sound that it makes. But we want to do that breathing in and out through your nose rather than through your mouth. So take an inhale through your nose and try to make that constriction, but this time close your mouth. Sometimes this is also called ocean breath because it kind of sounds like the crashing of the waves of the ocean. So that's ujjayi, and we will try to use that throughout our practice. Like I said, it's heating, it's stabilizing. And I like to use that personally while I'm cycling because it helps control my breath, and it helps me warm up like that because it builds a lot of heat in the body and just kind of connects everything immediately. So let's start in a comfortable seat. It can be cross-legged or sitting on your knees. Let your hands rest on your knees or in your lap with one palm on top of the other. And close your eyes and just begin watching the breath. Inhale and exhale. Let the air move through your nose. And connect with that ujjayi, slight constriction in the back of your throat. Just so you can hear that gentle sound. Begin slowing your breath down, deepening. Let the exhale become a little longer, emptying out more completely. And then as you inhale, fill from the bottoms of your lungs all the way to the top, slowly. And then a short pause at the top as your collarbones expand. And then exhale. Press all the way down, hollowing out your belly. Continue lengthening and deepening your breath. Finding a rhythm, a steady flow. When you find a rhythm that works for you, try to match your inhale and exhale and take a few more cycles of breath just to really lock in that rhythm. This is going to be the foundation of the practice. Even when you're on your bike or doing anything else, a steady breath can translate to a steady mind and a steady body. Rhythmic pedaling on your bicycle or running or whatever it might be. You can keep the breath steady, everything else follows. And gently open your eyes. We'll transition to sitting on the knees, but try to keep that connection with your breath. So your knees together, just let your hands rest on your thighs. Take another 2 cycles of breath just to make sure you didn't lose it. The next inhale, come to stand on your knees, reach your arms overhead into celebration. Tip your gaze up and reach through your fingers. You can even lift your heart and take a really gentle, gentle back bend. And as you exhale, release your seat to your heels, and we'll take a twist over to your left. right hand on the left knee. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, create space between the vertebrae, so on the exhale, you can soften deeper into the twist. Inhale, come back up into celebration, standing on the knees, arms overhead, and with the exhale, take a seat, twisting to the other side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, let the gaze soften over your back shoulder. Take this a couple more times, moving through the breath. Inhale to celebration. As you exhale, lower the seat and take a twist. And inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gaze softens over the back shoulder. Inhale up through the center in celebration. Exhale and twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, let the gaze soften over your back shoulder. Take this one more time to each side. Inhale through the center. Exhale, lower and twist. Inhale through the center. Exhale, lower and twist. And try to keep your breath slow and steady, moving with the inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up to the center. Take your hands into heart or at your hips. We'll step the right leg out to the side. Keep your hips stacked on top of this knee that still bases. With the inhale, take your arms up overhead. You can lengthen, really elongate your sides. And as you exhale, right hand's gonna come down onto that right leg. Reach your left arm up, lengthening your left side. Try to keep your heart spinning up towards the sky. With the next inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. Right fingers reach out over your ear. Really press down through the outside edge of your right foot so you can really open your right side. And then inhale, come back up to the center. Hands to the heart as you bring your right knee in to meet your left. Pause for a moment, and we'll go right into the other side. So left foot steps out to the side. Again, hip is still on top of the knee. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Really reach through the fingertips, but allow the shoulders to soften away from your ears. And then exhale, take a tip towards that extended leg. Right fingers reach up, opening that body. As your right knee presses down, pulling your hips and your ribs apart. Inhale, lengthen, pull up. Exhale, right hand to the floor. As left finger can reach over your ear. Again, press through the outside edge of that left foot, drawing your left hip away from your left ribs. Inhale, come back up through the center. Hands can come to the heart or your hips. You take your knees back together. You're going to tuck your toes and come down to sit on your heels. You can use your hands on the floor or take them into your heart. And exhale, pluck the knees off of the floor, coming into this high-heeled squat. We're just going to balance here. So you're on your toes, your heels are lifted. Trying to keep your heels more or less together than splaying apart. Keep your heart lifted, steady with the breath. Choose one point to focus on. It can be on the floor, the wall, something ahead of you. Try to keep your back really long as you inhale. Come all the way to stand. Heels are still lifted. Stay here for another breath. Lift the heels as much as you can. And then exhale. Slowly lower yourself down. Keeping your heart lifted, pressing your knees forward. We'll take that one more time, just like that. Heels lifted, inhale. Press all the way to stand. And then exhale. Lower yourself down. Gently lower the knees to the floor. Lock your hands out in front of you. And we'll come into all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And just press your right foot back. Press that heel, but toes are on the floor. Getting into the hamstrings for a moment. And then we'll just switch out the sides. Left toes on the floor, press that left heel back. And come right back into your all fours. We're going to move through a little bit of cat-cow, connecting your breath with your movement. So you inhale, lower the belly, gaze and tailbone tip up. Exhale, draw your navel to the spine, rounding your back, pressing into cat. Inhale, lower your belly. Draw your heart through your biceps, pulling yourself into cow. And move with your breath. Take a few more rounds. Inhaling.